everyone, Denise Jarvie here, and I'm so delighted to have you here with me today. The purpose of my channel is to help you connect with the soul wisdom that is already within you and to guide you in integrating it into your everyday life. So together we can create a life that's aligned with your dreams and empowered by your soul's beauty and truth. So today we're going to explore how oracle cards can support you during the holiday season. So this is a time that holds so much magic, but it can also feel overwhelming. So whether you're navigating family dynamics, dealing with the pressure of expectations, or seeking deeper connection, oracle cards are a powerful tool to help you find balance, center yourself, and envision the dreams that you wish to bring into the new year. So the holiday season is often filled with joy, but it can also bring up stress, old patterns, or even sadness. Using oracle cards can be a beautiful way to cope with these feelings, to understand them. They can offer gentle guidance and reflect where you are emotionally to help you find a path forward. So today I'll introduce you to 3 ways to use the cards that will help you to process emotions during the holidays, to find clarity for dealing with seasonal challenges, and dream new dreams and set intentions for the coming year. So grab your favourite deck, or even mine, because I'll be using the secret language of light today, and let's dive in. And so now we're just going to centre ourselves. So just gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in, and imagine 2 circles floating gently in front of you. One circle represents the good things in your life, and the other represents the challenging aspects. Now imagine these 2 circles just coming together. Bring them together so that they overlap just slightly, like a Vesica Pisces. As you breathe deeply, just feel yourself resting in the overlap of those circles. Just focus in that place. This is your center, a place where all things coexist. So allow the good and the challenging to just simply be here, without pulling the good towards you or pushing the challenging away, the difficult away. Just let it all exist in this space without judgment. And just feel how good that feels to just be in this space. Let's just be in this place, a place of love, of no judgment, where all things can exist at this moment. Because whatever is going on in your life is going on. It's here. And wishing it wasn't here isn't going to make it go away. So by allowing everything to be here, there's no resistance. There's no feeling I wish it wasn't here. You're just accepting what is happening in this moment. You're becoming a master of your life. And so just gently feel yourself in this place and feel how wonderful it feels. And know that this is a grounding exercise that you can do whenever you want to feel grounded and centered. And so just gently now take a breath in and out, and just gently open your eyes. And now we're going to ask the cards. So if you pick up your cards, we're going to set the intention now. So we're going to ask the cards, what do I need to know about my feelings during the holidays? What guidance do I need for this situation, person, or place? So now that you have asked that question, let's just start to shuffle the cards. And just shuffle for as long as you feel you need to shuffle. There is no right way to shuffle, there's no wrong way. It's just moving the cards around, really, and letting them fall into wherever it is that they need to fall, so that you choose the card that you need to choose today. Okay. All right. Okay. Do I need to shuffle anymore? No. Okay. So I often ask myself that: do I need to shuffle anymore? And I listen to the answer that I get. Yeah, and sometimes it says yes, you have to keep shuffling, so I'll keep shuffling. But this has just told me no. So I'm going to now fan the cards out, and you can put them along the table if you like, if you have a table there. And I would always choose the card with your non-dominant hand. And your non-dominant hand, of course, is the hand that you don't write with. I write with my right hand, so I'm going to choose a card with my left hand. So, and the reason we do this is because your mind is less likely to get involved, because your left or your non-dominant hand is not so connected to the intellectual part of your mind. So run your hand along and just choose whatever card you feel you need to choose. Now, I chose the card Channeling. Now, I would say before you read the message of the card, and obviously this card is as much for you as it is for me as well. But before you read the message of the card, look at the colours, look at the imagery, and really get a feel for what it is that you feel from it. So when I look at this, there's a lot of blue that's going on in this image. So I automatically go to my throat. Okay, so this is a time of the year where I need to obviously connect to my throat a little bit more. I need to listen to myself, and I need to listen to my higher self, but also I need to learn to communicate from my heart. And I need to probably be a little bit more authentic in my communication, especially this time of the year. It's very easy for me to get caught up in the expectations of what others expect of me, which may not actually feel that authentic to me. So automatically that's what I feel. And of course there's this beautiful light in the middle here, reminding me to come back to me and really connect to the authenticity of me. And that's as much for you as well. So maybe just before we even read the message of channeling, this is just looking at the colours, getting a feel for the imagery, because there's these lines that go straight up and down as well. So it's like I need to connect to my higher self, tune into my higher self instead of what's out there. Tune into my own frequency. So just to summarize that, what I'm feeling from that is I need to really connect to my throat, listen to my inner self, and learn to communicate from the authentic me. Tune into my higher self instead of tuning into things outside of myself, which will have me trying to be something I'm not to make other people happy, especially this time of the year. And to really connect to my inner light, come back to my heart. So, so when just looking at the imagery of a card, you can get quite a lot of messages before you even read the message. And it's going to be obviously an individual, it's going to be an individual, that's a weird thing to say, but it's going to be different for everyone because we are all individuals. There you go, that's a better way of saying it. So look at that and just get a feeling of what you get from that. And this is not so much about analysing it, but about actualising it. So how do I feel when I look at it? Where does it hit me in the body? What do I really feel from it? And actually, when I look closer, it's like there's a little inverted crown there. So an upside down crown. Don't quite know what that means. So maybe that's for you. What is a crown? A king or a royalty normally wears a crown. So maybe the inverted crown, I've never actually seen that in that card before. My deck, I wrote it, but I've never seen that image before. But maybe what it is saying for me right now at this moment is that royalty can often epitomise the class system. Well, not often, it is, and of tradition and of a bygone era. And there's nothing wrong with royalty. There's nothing wrong with, all of these beautiful royal people around on the earth, because their lives become archetypal that help us to understand what we like and what we don't like. And, that's a big life that they've taken on to show to everyone else upon the planet. Not something that I would want to do, because it feels like they're working in the confines of their archetype or the traditions as well. So the inverted crown, which is, I probably just explained that, it's like, okay, so we're taking those traditions and we're turning them upside down. So make Christmas whatever it is, or the holiday season, or whatever it is that what happens with your family around this time of the year, make it whatever feels good for you. So there you go. That's the message I got from that. Whew, that was I went round and round on that. But anyway, let's, and sometimes that can happen when you're reading intuitively, because the messages will unfold for you. So channeling, experiencing your stream of consciousness. You have the ability to tune into different streams of consciousness to gain wise information for healing and expansion. Channeling shifts your awareness so that you can stream information from various frequencies. It is just like tuning in to a radio station. If the information doesn't agree with you, tune in to something different. You can't expect to hear rock music on a classical music station. With practice, you will begin to tune into your soul transmissions easily. You have focused a part of your stream of consciousness upon the earth plane to experience life in new and varied ways. Your soul loves you so much. It is always transmitting this love and truth, even when you have forgotten. So there you go. That's a lovely message for us today. So I hope that helped you. So just to summarise that up, when you choose the card, look at the colours, the imagery, the symbols, anything that stands out at you, and ask yourself, how does this image make me feel? And again, we're actualising it. And what thoughts or memories are dropping into my mind as I observe it? And then just write down the card's name and message in your journal or your note-taking app, and reflect on the following questions. How does this card resonate with me right now? What guidance does it offer for supporting myself emotionally in this season, at this time of the year? This is an invitation to acknowledge your emotions and honour the presence, and give yourself permission to feel without judgment. So try this practice whenever you need clarity or comfort. A one-card reading like this can be your anchor. It can help you to navigate the holiday season with self-awareness and grace. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by holiday obligations, family dynamics, or even loneliness, this is a 3-card spread that can help. Card 1 is the challenge. So what's the main energy or issue I'm facing? Card 2 is the... let's get rid of the cat. Card 2 is the support. So what energy or resource can I call on to help me? And card 3 is the outcome. How can I move forward with ease and grace? Now I'm going to shuffle the cards again, and I'm going to choose 3 cards, and we'll see what the message is. Always remember that the holidays don't have to be perfect, and these cards can offer a way to see beyond the surface struggles and connect to a deeper truth of you. Okay. Okay, so shuffling away. All right. We have got the challenge. So let's choose the challenge first. And once again, I'm shuffling, fanning out, and I'm just choosing a card with my non-dominant hand. So that is the, the challenge. Nothing has gone wrong. And then I will choose the support, which is the divine feminine. And then I will choose the outcome, which is soulmating. Okay, so if we look at these 3 cards, first of all, looking at the colours, so the challenge here, it's very much base chakra stuff going on. It's that red. So again, it's probably hooked into expectations and things that culture, things that we are expected of us. And there's a yin yang in the middle there reminding you that, whenever the good is there, the bad is there. Whenever the bad is there, the good is there. And that everything is okay. So nothing has gone wrong. So this is the challenge, but it's reminding you that even if something has really challenged you, nothing has gone wrong. You haven't done anything wrong as such, and you're not being punished. It's the challenge is often showing us where the imbalances are within us. And so that's something for you to look at. So maybe write that down in your journal if you're not using your own tarot, own oracle cards, and just know that. And for me, that's a really comforting card, that the challenges in our life can often help us to understand those imbalances where we hold something that isn't our truth. And by knowing that, by really, diving in and asking why, can often help you to move through the block quicker. That's why these challenges come up, because it will really help you to understand that. So then we have the support is the divine feminine. So the divine feminine is the part of us that it's the nurturing inner part of us. It's the seeds, it's the dreams, it's all of the wonderful, beautiful part of you that wants to create new life, to create a new way of being in life. Then we have the divine masculine, which shines on that and brings it out into the physical. So we need both of them. But right now, the support, so if something is challenging, the support that this is saying is to go inside of yourself and create a new way. Instead of trying to go about things the same way you've always gone about it. Okay, so how can I go about this differently? How can I go about this in a much more loving way that it's going to create something more positive for me? It doesn't matter about anyone else. This is about you. And it also doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about you. That's none of your business. So the support is the divine feminine, which is really the creative part of you. You get to choose how you feel. Because, of course, we do. It's just that we forget that. and what I mean by forget that, we actually have never been really taught that, because we're so busy focusing on the outside world that we forget that all the reactions of the outside world come from us. And so once you begin to realize that, you can just stop, take a breath and go, okay, do I really want to feel the same way I've always felt? Or can I maybe go about this differently? Just something to think about. And of course, the outcome, the last card here, is the soul mating card. And this is a reminder to mate with your own soul. So listen to your soul. You know, it's this beautiful heart that is sitting above you. And it's always there. It's raining down this beautiful golden energy upon you. It's reminding you of the truth of who you are, and it's shining that to you in every moment. And the soul part of you is the authentic part of you. And so it's really, really important to be authentic. Really important for you to be the authentic you. Otherwise, you're living a life that isn't authentic, obviously. But what does that mean? It means that you're living a life for other people. You're not living a life for yourself. And it just will never bring you the happiness and fulfillment that you desire. So just to reiterate that, the challenge is nothing's gone wrong. So don't beat yourself up. Don't think you're being punished and you haven't done anything wrong. You may learn from this situation and actually learn to get better at something and decide that you're not going to go about it the same way you've always gone about it, which is, you know, wonderful, because that's what we're doing. We're learning and we're growing all the time. And then we have the divine feminine as a reminder to just go inside, nurture yourself and create the life that you want to create from the inner you, not from what anyone else tells you to do. And then the soul mating card is just that real reminder to then, you know, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, just bring them all together and mate with your soul. And really just, this is all about being the authentic you. And I know that it's much easier said than done. And if you don't know yourself, if you don't know that authentic part of you, we look to people outside of us to lift us up, to make us feel good. But of course the problem with that is it's very conditional. That's okay if they're having a good day or if they're around you. But what happens if they're not around you, or if they're not having a good day, or they just decide, or they leave for whatever reason? So it's wonderful to connect with the people around us. It's wonderful to co-create with the people around us and have fun with people. But we don't want to rely on them to make us feel good, because no one's been placed on this planet to make you happy, and you have not been placed on this planet to make anyone else happy. That is our own job. And then we come together to create this joy and wonderment and just co-create new ways of being. So I hope that helped. And just know that, you know, you're much more than you think you are. So the end of the year is the perfect time to dream new dreams. And oracle cards are a wonderful tool for reflecting on the past and envisioning the future. So here's a new year dream spread to help you set intentions, to help you set new intentions. So the first card is release. So what am I ready to release from this year? The second card is seed. So what dream is ready to bloom for me? And the third card is alignment. How can I align with this dream in the new year? So let's start shuffling again, and we'll see what we can dream for the new year. See what's coming. So we have release, seed, and alignment. Okay, So once again, I fan them out and I'm going to choose with my non-dominant hand. So this is the release card, the seed card, and the alignment card. Okay, let's pop them over there. So the seed card is awakening. And the no, that's the release card. So the release card is awakening. The seed card is focus. Let's pop that there. And the alignment card, we've got it again, soulmating. Okay, so the release. So when we're talking about releasing, what is it that I need to let go of this year? And maybe it's the whole idea of awakening. You know, people will say to me, I need to wake up. I want to awaken from something. And if you feel that you want to awaken, or you say, I'm awakening, you're actually not. Because awakening means that you're shifting from the way that you used to think into a new way of thinking. And if you say, I've awoken from this, you're back down here. You're recognizing that you were that. So it's awakening is just a reminder that you're seeing things from a new perspective, a different perspective. And we are constantly waking up into new things all the time. You're getting different perceptions, new perceptions about things all the time. New contrasting ways will come to you. And even the things that you feel that you have more awareness of, you will constantly awaken into new perceptions of that as well. And that's what makes it so wonderful. And there's this beautiful shedding of all of the, if you have a closer look at that, there's all of this filaments and everything. There's all this shedding of what we perceive to be a reality, or what we perceive to be the understanding of a particular subject. But the more that falls away, the more light comes out, and the more that you realize, actually maybe there is more to this than I thought. And we are constantly waking up, as I said, to all sorts of things in our life. So this is what you're releasing. You're releasing the outdated. You're releasing the things that have brought you to this moment but are no longer needed. Just because you release something or you let go of something doesn't mean that you release the you leave it out of your life. You actually integrate it. It becomes part of you, and that helps you to grow even more. So just know that you're doing really well. And the shedding of things, the releasing of things can sometimes be painful. But just know that those things have brought you to this moment now, and you will know whether you need to release this and move into a higher awakening or not. And that's what divine timing is. Divine timing is when you're ready, when you know. And if we try and force things to happen quicker, our bodies have to catch up with us, and sometimes that can be more painful. So you would have all experienced a time in your life when you just gently released something, and before you knew it, you were just living a different life, and it seemed really easy. And that's what we want to do. We don't want to force this, and we don't want to force other people to wake up, and you don't want to force it with something from the outside waking you up as well, because it can be quite a painful process if you're not ready. And that's okay as well, because you will catch up with yourself, but just know that it is an ongoing process. It's something that's going to be happening all your life. Nothing will be like the first time you ever wake up from something and you go, oh, okay, maybe the way I've been living my life is not the most authentic way for me to live my life. So that's the awakening card. So that is the release card. This is what you're releasing so that you can dream your life into a new dream next year. You're just allowing the process to unfold in its own natural way, and you will know what to do. Okay, so now we have the seed, which is focus. And it's like a big seed there, which is being planted. And so focus. So this is really just telling you, what is it that you want? What do you want to focus on? How do you want to feel? What do you want in your life? And if you're not sure what you want, ask yourself, what don't I want in my life? Because that will start to move you in the direction of what you do want. Because to have free will and free choice, we need to have things to choose from. And that's the contrast of life. We need the difficulty in life to really help us get clearer with what we do want, what your dreams are. What is it that, gets you excited in life? And so focus on your inner space. Focus on you, not what you think other people can give you, or not what you think other people want from you. This is not what you want to dream into being. And also not what you think you can do with the resources that you have. And the resources that you have, of course, your education or your money or your circumstances, and that's trying to fit something into what you have. And that's not your dream. So this is about focusing on your dream. And if you can, not if you can, I would always recommend this, that for half an hour in the morning when you wake up, just do that little meditation and just focus on your dreams. Just focus on how you feel. You don't have to, this is not about how is it going to work. This is just, how do I want to feel? Let's just dream that. Let's just be that child and dream that. Do that half an hour as you're waking up in your first half an hour of the day, and half an hour before you go to sleep at night. Just really connect to your dreams once again. That's it. It's an hour a day. It sets you up for that energy, the momentum in the morning is already getting you going, so that you're going to notice the things, your dreams. You're going to notice any opportunities that come your way. And then in the evening, half an hour before you go to bed, if you get yourself into this beautiful state of your dream and the positiveness of that, and just, this is just about, it's about dreaming. And as I said, you don't have to think about how is it going to happen, what do I have to do. This is just about focusing on your dream. And if you do that half an hour before you go to bed, you're already setting yourself up for having those beautiful dreams. And sometimes the dreams will come through with different opportunities and different ideas, and you will get a much more restful sleep as well. The only thing I would say is that if you find that you're trying to focus on your dream and you're in a state of how's it going to happen, I don't believe this, just try and focus on something else that makes you feel good. It doesn't have to be your dream, because we still want to be in that beautiful space of those higher energies, that higher vibration, because that's what you're aiming for. So obviously if you can focus on your dreams, great. But if you can't, focus on something that makes you feel, that's easy, that just makes you smile, that makes your heart sing when you think about it. And just keep thinking about that, because as you focus on those higher vibrations, anything that resonates at that higher vibration, which is your dreams, will also come into your life as well. So, and of course, the alignment card is the soulmating card. So we spoke about that before. So it's really about you finding the authenticity in you. And I know this time of the year can sometimes be difficult to find, to sort of unravel everything and come back to the authentic you. But this is really about saying, just if you can, just be with your soul and listen to it, and just let yourself be more of you. And that doesn't mean we say to the people that we love, right, you have to just not argue with me and just let me be who I am. This is just because you don't need anything from anyone else. You don't need anyone else to be different to who they are in order for you to feel all of this. Because if anyone's ever said that to you or done that to you, which is basically saying you have to be different to who you are to make me feel good, it's pretty crappy. So what we're saying here is we don't need anyone else to act anything differently. You are learning to focus on your dream, but you're also learning to really connect with you, to come back to you and connect with you, to know you, to listen to what your thoughts are, feel what your feelings are, and then shift them to something that is more connected to your soul and higher vibrations. And maybe that's the gift. That is the gift of this time of the year for you, is to give back to you. Because when you are balanced with you and you have no expectations of anyone else, it's easy to be with people. It's when you have expectations of others, or you get caught up in the expectations they have of you, that's when it can all just turn to shit. Couldn't find any other words than that. So it is just, go easy on yourself. So I'm just going to read out the soul mating card because it was chosen twice. So embrace your soul to reveal your truth or to reveal a partner. So a new encounter or a deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. Now this can also be a new way of really connecting to you as well. Chemistry between two people does not mean that they are life partners. You have entered each other's lives to awaken, expand, and open your hearts so wide that they will never close again. It may last for a moment, a season, or a lifetime. Time is not necessary to shift the cogs of your heart and feel the absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open you to euphoria. The purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any hard edges or walls that you've built against love. Whatever is mirrored will intensify. Love and peace will feel bigger, but so will fear or pain. This reveals any wounds that hold us away from love so that we can heal them as we embrace more of the love that we already recognize. And that's the thing, relationships, any relationships that we have with people are mirrors of us. It's like holding a mirror up to us. And the more what would be the word? The more intense the relationship is, the closer the relationship is, the closer the mirror is. So of course when it's here and everything's beautiful and lovely, it's amazing. But of course when it's not, it feels pretty awful. So again, that's just something to remind you of. And as I always say, you don't ever have to believe anything I say. I'm always here to just help you see things from a different perspective. And so hopefully that helps you to feel a little bit more empowered and to just know that you can control what goes on in here. That's our job. We're learning to master our lives, to master our communication with our soul, and to master how we want to create our life. So I hope that helped. So before we close, let's take a moment to release and transcend ourselves. So just gently close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and just visualize golden light surrounding you, or any other light that feels good for you. And imagine that this light is illuminating both your joys and your challenges, embracing them as a part of your journey. And say to yourself, I release what no longer serves me. I open to the dreams of my heart. I trust the light and shadow within me to guide my path. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. So thank you for joining me today. The holiday season can be overwhelming, but it's also a time of great potential. By using your oracle cards, you can find balance, dream new dreams, and navigate this time with love and clarity. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share it with anyone who you think it might be helpful to. And if you'd like more guidance, of course, visit my website for courses, consultations and more resources. And remember that you are loved and you are loved. And I wish you a peaceful and magical holiday season. And as always, be kind, be curious, and dream big.